Hey everyone, this is Chris, and in this video we are going to look at the RØDELink Filmmaker kit. So if you're familiar with Rode, they're an Australian company. They do a lot of great microphones, both in the musician space, but also in the filmmaker space. You might have seen their video mic that sits on top of your DSLR. And these are great, but in, say, a room like this, you're going to get a lot of sound bouncing around. And so you're much better with a lavalier mic, which is what I'm recording this video with. And this is Rode's version, specifically for filmmakers. And it sits on top of your DSLR as well, and just makes things a lot easier. So let's get the box open and see what's inside. Comes with these little sticky labels on top that are so difficult to get off. I don't know why they spend so long designing a product that's good and then cover it in sticky labels and make it impossible to get into. But it comes essentially in two pieces. So you've got the receiver and the transmitter. And if we start with the receiver, so this is the thing that sits on top of your camera. It's got a shoe mount. You don't have to use the shoe mount, and it's not like one of the intelligent flashes where it communicates with your camera. It's literally just for bolting on there to keep it out of the way. You get a little quick start guide as well, and a connector which comes out of the back of here, and it screws in place if you want it to screw in place. And then this plugs in to the microphone input on your DSLR camera or whatever camera you're using. On the back, you've got the on-off buttons, you've got a mute and a channel selector. There's also a micro USB port if you want to plug it in that way. And it's all powered by two AA batteries, and that goes the same for the transmitter as well. So you can either use rechargeables or you can use disposables. So transmitter looks very similar to the receiver. Again, there's a little quick start guide in here. And this would typically clip onto the belt of your talent. So again, it's pretty simple. It's got the on and off button. It's got the connector, which is where the microphone goes into. And then you stick that on the belt. Again, it's AA batteries to power it. And then we've got this nice little bag. And in here, we will find our microphone and a few other bits. So that is the lavalier microphone that you would clip onto your talent with, and then obviously connects into the transmitter. You get a bunch of accessories with it, so you get this little clip on, so you can clip the microphone into this, clip this onto, say, a t-shirt. You've also got a adapter if you want to mount this onto a shoe. Not sure why you would want to do that, but you can. And you've also got a nice duster for keeping it clean. Just kidding. It's a windshield that you can put over the top of your microphone if you're filming in where you've got all the wind rushing by, then this will take care of that. And I think we've also got a little pop shield. It's a tiny pop shield that the microphone will slide into. It's got a rubber seal on the bottom to keep it in place. So you can stick it into the clip and stick the pop shield on, and that will hold everything in place. So once you've got it all set up, powered up, it is automatically synced between the two of them. You can change the channel, but you won't need to unless you're using multiple RØDELink Filmmaker kits in the same space. and you clip the microphone on, clip this into the belt, put this on top of your camera, stick this into your camera, and you should be good to go by this point. Now, if you also hit this button, you can slide it down. That's where you stick your batteries in. You've also got some adjustment for the sound level. So this is the receiver, and you can do minus 10 decibels and minus 20 decibels there. And you can also adjust it on here. So on the transmitter, you can do plus 10 and plus 20 decibels. The general experience of the internet is that you can leave it at 0 on both of them and it will be fine. But if you are getting a lot of noise, then you can adjust these as needed to try and get a better quality of sound. So that is the RØDELink Filmmaker kit. Okay, here we are set up, and I am using the new lavalier microphone. Here it is. It's working, it's recording this video with. In terms of setup, it wasn't out of the box work, but it was fairly easy. So one of the things I had to do was it didn't pair automatically when I turned them both on. So I had to go in and jam this pair button on both of the units a couple of times to get it to pair. It eventually did. By the time I did that, the level monitor on the receiver has disappeared. So I needed to hit the channel button to get that to come back so that I could check my levels. But that was literally all the setup I've done. It took me 5-10 minutes to troubleshoot that, and I'm already getting pretty good sound levels just with them both on 0, and I haven't touched my camera preamp yet, so I'm expecting even better things when I've had a fiddle around with all of those. So far things are looking good. So I went back and reviewed the footage, and the sound level actually was pretty poor. So I've had a fiddle around with my camera's preamp because this microphone seems to output a higher level than my other lavalier, so hopefully we'll get better sound quality now. So in this test, I've taken about 12 decibels off my camera's preamp, but I've put the transmitter onto plus 10 decibels, so we'll see what sound levels are like with this. Okay, that was the unboxing of the RØDELink Filmmaker kit and some playing around with the sound settings as well. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit subscribe to see more cool stuff.